In this video, I'm going to demonstrate an action in Dynamics 365 customer service called as case deflection. But this time, I'm not going to enable it, but I will show you how to disable it. Now, this video is created on basis of the comments received in my earlier video. So this is the video which I posted almost 10 days back, and one of the subscriber has put a comment. It says that hello, any idea why when I set help desk case deflection enable to false, I actually had created first, it won't turn off case deflection. So what this person is trying to tell is that in this video I've mentioned a couple of site settings. So I showed an actual action to enable the case deflection. I explained about case deflection, but in one of the Microsoft documentation, it says that if you put a site setting, then you can actually disable case deflection. Okay, so this is uh, that site setting. Help desk slash case deflection enabled. If you make it false, it will disable the site setting. Now, if you see in the documentation over here, it says under turn off case deflection. To turn off case deflection, you must create a site setting named help desk case deflection enabled and set its value to false. Okay, now this is what the context is about. Okay, so this is all coming from the comment. Now let's try this a couple of things out and see whether this site setting actually works or not. Okay, so I'm in my Dynamics 365 customer service case management app. So what I'm going to do is like just make this site setting, so which is help desk slash case deflection enabled, and make it false. So this is all false now. Okay, let me go to the Pages Studio and give it a sync. Okay, so now this site setting should persist, and ideally, as per Microsoft documentation, we should not be able to utilize case deflection. Okay, so let's see what's the default behavior. Now the sites and all are synced. I'll just again give a quick refresh to the site. I'm in, like, say, in my support. If I click on create a new case or open a new case, I will see this title. Now, I have added some couple of knowledge base article related to Surface. So if I type in Surface, this actually triggers case deflection and it shows me the suggested topics. Okay, so despite of putting the setting, it is still showing me the case deflection. So that means clearly the setting is not uh, getting triggered. Okay, or it doesn't make sense. Okay, now let's try another place in Dynamics 365 customer service where we have the case deflection enabled. So one is under my support. If you see this search bar, okay, here also you can see the case deflections enabled. Okay, now at both the places, the case deflection, I can see that it is turned on. Okay, now despite of having this setting, now what if there is a requirement that you want to turn this off, you just can't like keep it on. Okay, because for here it's fine, but think about it, like when you create a new case and every time it loads up something information, sometimes some customer does not want this to happen over here. Okay, so how do we turn this off? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate you a technique to disable the case deflection. But before we even delve into this topic, first we need to understand what's happening in the backend. Okay, so what's technically happening in the backend is like some JavaScript is getting triggered. Okay, now if I just do a go into the developer tool, so I'm going to press F12 on my keyboard, and here if I just inspect this particular element, now this is the element. Now if you see this element, this is input dot form control subject dot case deflection. Okay, now, this is that element. Now, if you put a closer look over here, under class, if you see this class, it says form control subject case deflection. Okay, so this case deflection is a class which is telling that if someone types over here, trigger a script and then show the all the articles or cases related to that particular text. Okay, so case deflection is that keyword. Okay, now same thing, if you go in the other page also, you will see the same thing happening. Okay, so I'm not going to go over here, but again you will find the same thing. Uh, like this is that same keyboard, like the title bar, and then here you will see this case deflection. Okay, so where is it? It's here. So if you see case deflection dirty. Okay. Now, how do we turn this off? Now, two different scenarios. One is it's in the so this page, okay, which is a create case, open a new case, and this is another page. This is a support home page. Okay, so we need to do some two different treatments for this. Now, one is first I'll go through the surface part, like the open a new case part. Okay, here I want to disable the case deflection. So what I'm gonna do is now I will see from which form it is coming. So now we know it is coming from a create new case. Okay, so I will navigate to the back end. Okay, now the site setting is not working. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to the basic form. I'm going, I'll go into the create case basic form. Okay, so now this is that form which is created. And then under basic form metadata, there's one basic form metadata which is triggering it, which is this one. Okay, now if you see here closely, this particular item, customer service create case basic form type attribute logical name is title. Just scroll to the right and see this is the CSS class. If you remove the CSS class or if you remove this entry, case deflection will be turned off. Okay. Now I'm not going to remove it. What I'm going to show you is just demonstrate it. So I'm just edit this. Okay. Now remember this is only for create case. Okay. So here, if you just scroll down, you see CSS case deflection. Okay. Let me change this. Okay. I'll just put one in front of it. I'll just save this. Okay. And I will give it a quick sync. Okay, so remember we are only doing it for open a new case form. Okay, for a uh, just to see whether it works or not. Okay, now if I refresh this page, okay, for open a new case, and now let me type surface and see what is the behavior. Now if you see, nothing happens. Okay, nothing happens. So that means technically case deflection is disabled on this. Okay. Now, what is the behavior over here? Again, here if I refresh it, we haven't made any change over here. This behavior will be the same. It will show me the case deflection. Okay. Now, what if I want to turn this off as well? Okay, so yes, what we can do, we can again go into the support page. Now, support page is structured a bit different. You can't go into the basic form metadata and then make those changes because you will not find the home support page over here under basic form. So we need to do some sort of a different arrangement for that. So let's see how that page is getting rendered. Okay, so in order to do that, let's go into the web pages and try to find out customer service support home. Now here, if you go to customer service support home, it will tell you that it's coming from this page template, and then there is a localized content for this. Okay, let's go here. Now here, if you go into the customer service support home content page, you will see a div tag. Here, you can't do anything. It's just a div tag pointing to a container. Okay, so you can't do anything. Now, where is the other option? Go to web templates and here search for customer service support home. Now here, this has a bit of HTML code. Okay, what you need to do, just click on this HTML code, do a control F and try finding deflection. Okay, now again there are, you will find like say 12 items. Okay, now we are not going to go into all the 12 items, but let's go into the this part. Okay, now here say on line number 21, customer service support failed login, this line here you have a subject case deflection, right? Case dash deflection. So let's do one thing, let's change this. Okay, just make it one. Okay, so we are not making any changes, we are not removing any code, we're just making those minor adjustments. So I click on save. Again, go here, click on sync, and just give it a sync and see what is the behavior. So now it has synced completely. Let me refresh this page. So remember, this is the second part. Now we are going into the search bar and then doing searching for that case deflection part. Okay. So let me type surface. Now, if you see, technically, if I type here anything, it is not impacting. Okay, so the case deflection is turned off. Okay, so in a nutshell, what we have done essentially is we have done two different treatment for open a new case and the search bar which is available on the my support homepage. Now for open a new case, we have gone into the basic form metadata for that particular form and made some changes, whereas for support search, what we have done is we have gone to the web template and made those changes. So two different treatment for disabling the case deflection till the time Microsoft fixes this site setting or provide us some alternative or a quick approach to disable the case deflection. So thanks for the question, Mara. This has helped me in setting up this video and try looking out for different options. And I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.